And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Happy New Year indeed. Hello. So, we got a few more days of a not so great camera, but we will handle it with grace. But anyway, welcome to 2026 and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in through 2025 and welcome to 2026. Anyway, today is really a gaming stream today. I did think about pulling some cards, but we'll see how I feel afterwards. Did start a little late, so huge apologies for that, but I have a nephew that loves his Uno, so my sister-in-law and I played a few rounds. Pretty fun if I say so myself. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna have some pretty fun stuff today. Today it's gonna be a game that I've always wanted to play ever since I was in middle school. I think it's around when the game first came out. But I finally got the chance to get it now, so we'll see if the wait was worth it. Excuse me. But yeah, it's only been 2 days into 2026 and already it's been a lot. But I mean, if any of the YouTube videos have been indicating that it's going to be certainly some very interesting times. I mean, just this last 48 hours, 40 to 72 hours, it's been pretty interesting already as is. Because this is also going to be not only my first stream of 2026, it's also going to be, for my Twitch viewers at least, my first full stream, full-length stream, an affiliate stream of the year. So there are going to be some ad breaks. And I'm going to do my best to pause the action when it does hit those ad breaks. Now, when I've said in the past that whether you're a rich nerd or a broke nerd, you're welcome at my table, that is not changing. This is still going to be accessible to everyone, okay? So, I admit, because this is so new to me, I do not really know how the ads are going to go down. So I have reduced the frequency as much as I could. So, if the frequency happens to be too much, please let me know and I'll try my best to adjust accordingly. This is just very new, very, very new territory. Because this is something I just didn't think it was going to... I mean, I did think it was going to happen soon, but I didn't think it was going to happen this soon, okay? So, I mean, literally 10 days after I made my post on Discord for that appeal to, like, try and get affiliate, it actually occurred. So that feels pretty awesome, I will say. But some of the responsibilities that come with affiliate, it's kind of overwhelming, you know? So there's a lot of Twitch that I'm still figuring out. I just installed Seribot thanks to Story Momo's recommendation a few streams ago. Then I've been trying some new settings. I recently also been allowed to like put in VIPs in the channel, so I just added some on here. So, oh, excuse me. So yeah, already there's just a lot going on. It's a lot of homework that I need to do when it comes to Twitch. So hopefully I'm able to figure all this stuff out while we're doing all this. Also, another thing that we are gonna try is, well, at times where I might be having a bit of a difficult time jumping on stream, or I need a little bit of a buffer between streams, I'm going to basically send raids or have like a co-host kind of take on things. So I'll send you all to like some of my regular friends, like Yo, for example, one of my mods. They do drawing streams and the occasional game. So I recommend tuning into them if you're, especially if you're into Final Fantasy. I think is what you're mainly doing right now in terms of games, right? Because I think that was the last thing you did. The last thing you did on your channel. But okay, and Grand Fantasia, got it. But I know the main thing you do is art too. So they do art streams. Especially recently, now that they have a tablet, it's becoming so much faster. So go check it out. Go check out Yo's streams. Another friend of the channel, long-term friend of the channel, I am so happy that they've been doing shout outs to me recently, is Tantawa Studios. Um, they've been a huge supporter of the channel and also of my Twitch time pretty much since the beginning practically. So shout out to him. He's been a long time friend of the channel, and he does mainly gaming as well. Um, and he did a different Final Fantasy title. I think it was Final Fantasy Tactics. But I know he does Story of Seasons, formerly known as Harvest Moon. And he currently is doing, I just forgot what the game is called. It's like a doodling game. I watched the stream last night. It's pretty interesting. It kind of reminded me of Chicory, A Colorful Tale, which is a game that I've been wanting to play on the channel for a little bit. Really great indie game. And then another one, though, he streams at a different time of day compared to me, because he's in the UK. But it's one guy that I followed for a very long time, Gamer Zach. He plays retro games, mainly city builders. But occasionally he does stuff like the Anno series. Today he did Settlers 3, but he does like a lot of classic games. And well, recently he's been trying to boost his Twitch income to be a bit more livable. So if people can like go over to his channel, be it YouTube or Twitch, that'll be awesome. He does these really good countdown videos about upcoming games, like city builders and simulation games to keep an eye out for. And he got me into a lot of independent developers and even into the Twitch scene as well, about like, especially with like YouTubers crossing over into Twitch, because I started off on YouTube as well, and then I crossed over into Twitch, and Twitch is where I finally found my success in a way. So I recommend those YouTubers if you want to, get some old school entertainment. Other ones I can think off the top of my head, Super Sajuk. He's also a moderator of Gamer Zach's channel as well. He also does city builders. I recommend him. And also Banlish. Banlish is also a friend of Gamer Zach's. But yeah. Wow, it really is true that like the first 20 minutes or so of a stream is usually a catch-up stream. It's so true. Because I mean, I feel like I spend like the first 20 minutes on chatting, and on any other medium, but especially on YouTube, it tends to be a huge con. But for Twitch, it's like pretty much expected. It's like, is the first stream a catch-up stream? It's like, yeah, it turns to a catch-up stream, especially the first 20 minutes. You're just chatting away, saying updates, what's going on, and then you eventually get to the content. And then like YouTube is kind of like your refining ground of like you get all those edits just right, etc. And you know, like Zach was telling Banlish, like via his stream, that apparently like he started fitting himself with contact lenses. I think he wears contacts. I don't remember if he does or not, but he started taking off his glasses because he uses Yeah, exactly. That's why there's a lot of D&D players actually on Twitch. Which, speaking of, another person I highly recommend is Arvin Elron. He does D&D as well as art streams, art and writing streams. He's really good at DMing in particular, so highly recommend watching him. He's really entertaining, and he does a lot of um, literature fundraisers. He's very supportive of the library system in the United States. So, if you want to support literature and you also like D&D, Arvin Eleron, he's a really good streamer. But yeah, we were just telling this story about Zach was telling me the story about like how he stopped wearing glasses on stream because he uses like adaptive lighting and green screen, and so the green screen would reflect on his glasses, and as a result, his eyes would turn invisible whenever he wore his glasses, which is hilarious. Meanwhile, I'm like, I put on like blue light glasses or just my regular glasses here, and it looks like I'm like the shiny glasses anime meme a lot of the time. So it's like I've started using my glasses less on stream now as a result. It's hilarious. But I mean, my sight's pretty good. Like my eyes are 20/25, so it's like my sight's not terrible. But there's occasionally where I'm like, I just want to be like absolutely sure, like be pretty sharp, be absolutely sure that what I'm seeing is actually what I'm seeing. But as a result, it kind of looked like the shiny glasses out of me with like adjusting the lens and it's like white shine at words. I sound like that. It looks like that a lot of the time. It's especially bad if it's blue lenses, the blue light lenses, which is what I usually use. Um, oh man, see that case in point. This is bad. Oh man, I cannot wait to finally, um, I cannot wait to finally get like my good camera, and that way I don't look as if I'm like flashing my lenses at people. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So today's game, like I said earlier, is Sonic Riders. So let me just go ahead and do a few adjustments here. Okay, get the window to. It's like going. Mm. Yo, it's too soon. Okay. Ooh, that's really blown up since the last time I did that. Eh, where we out of practice, but I mean, hey, again, another thing that another thing that kind of happens when it comes to a new year is like your little things, like the little things that you set up for streaming that kind of blow up in your face a little bit. They start blowing up. So I have to adjust this window real quick just to make sure ratio wise it's correct, like scale wise it's correct. Okay, let's get that down a little bit. And yeah, I remember the advertisements for Sonic Riders back when I was in middle school. And I had a PS2 as well, so compatibility is not the issue. It's just more so like, did I have the funds for it? And I mean, back then games were not too bad price wise, but it was just like the time. It's like it was just the time of like, do I have enough time to go to the mall and buy a copy? And most of the time, it was like, no, I had homework or my parents were at work and all this kind of stuff. So, but PS2 collection's pretty big, but not as big as it could have been. Um, anyway, let me go ahead and get this thing going. Let me just make sure. There's a bunch of games I want to play here. One game I especially want to start doing at some point is this game called Nights into Dreams. I've mentioned it in the channel a few times, especially since like if you play it on Christmas Day, which I mean, modern copies of Nights You won't have to worry about that as much. But like if you set up your computer or like your console to Christmas Day, decorations change. Um, if you've got the Steam version of the game, of course, you don't have to do that. There's a Christmas mode already on it. Um, and it changes the entire setting, but otherwise, um, yeah, it's pretty cool. I really want to play it. I want to play Nights into Dreams, which is like the original Genesis version, and then Nights Journey into Dreams, which is like the Wii remake sequel to Nights into Dreams. I wish Nights got more games because it's really good. It's really, really good concept. And there's a really interesting video um with which talks about the first ever deleted mystery character called Self, Selph. Hi! You came just in time. We're about to start a game. Okay, come on, baby. Please load. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So Sonic Riders. My first time playing this. I originally was planning on playing it with my cousin, not my cousin, my nephew, because he loves Sonic. Kind of why it's slowing down. Give me 1 second here. Let me make a few adjustments. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me try one more time. Let me adjust some things. I'm gonna have to lose my browser here, so we're gonna be without an outro for a little bit, which is okay. I don't need my outro right now. I have to close my word processor. Okay. Oh dang! Sonic Riders 2? Sweet. You grew up with that. Do you remember the ads from back in the day? Um, okay, so let me quit a few more apps just to make sure my GPU does not hate me too much. It's a good one, but okay, there we go. So that should behave accordingly. Ah, Friendzo copy, got it. Um, okay, quick question. Do you happen to know the game Knight's Journey into Dreams? It was on the Wii, actually. I've always wanted to play it. I remember Nights into Dreams, like the OG Genesis copy. I think at one point it did end up on the Dreamcast, if I remember correctly, because if you put Sonic Adventure and then you set it to Christmas, you can actually activate it, I think, in some copies. Which Sonic Adventure actually would be a pretty good game to put on here. Same with Sonic Adventure 2, because I mean Sonic 3, the movie, is based on Sonic Adventure 2. And yeah, I was actually surprised they actually went all the way with Maria's story in particular because it was censored when they released it in the United States and in Europe. Pretty heavily censored. So the fact that the film went all the way with it was pretty impressive. Um, and then Never played the Knights games, but I saw cameos of it. Yeah. I forgot Spyro had cameos too. That's a good point. Spyro, I really want to play Spyro on the channel as well. Um, yeah, I first learned about Knights actually through the pinball game and Sonic Adventure, which was like it was always my favorite one to play too. And I got close to getting all the orbs at one point because I was that good at the Casinopolis pinball games. The Sonic one was all right, but I liked the Knights one a lot more because of the theme that they had for it, especially with the cards, like collecting the cards in that. But yeah, Knights is one game I want to do for the channel. Um, Sonic Adventure games I want to do that too. Sonic Unleashed, I know that one has been kind of contentious. But recently it's been getting a lot more approval, and I found out through Wikipedia that Sonic Unleashed was technically supposed to be Sonic Adventure 3. And when you think about the concepts they put in that game, it makes a lot of sense. Why it almost became that. Let's try this again. Hopefully it behaves. Okay, it's already a lot better. That's a lot better already. Now if I can get the window from the window to the wall. To the window to the wall. Okay, oh right, it's a lot better. There we go. It's gonna be a little slow, but that's okay. I think this is when Sonic X was airing. Okay, I'm gonna skip it. Sorry, I'm gonna skip the intro. Y'all could look it up on YouTube, because unfortunately the intro is just not behaving. But yeah, the intro kind of reminds me of a mixture of Sonic Adventure 1 and also Sonic X. Like I think of what the year this came out. I think this is when Sonic X the anime had just started, because it was 2006 when they made this game. Anyway, let's get going. Okay. My Japanese is not that good, not yet. Yeah, sorry about the visual speed, peeps. Hopefully I can fix that in a little bit. There's some stuff I'm still kind of adjusting on my computer. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely due for a bunch of upgrades. So I'll find ways to make it smoother. Also, I just noticed Sonic, Knuckles, Tails. That's their colors. Anyway. But I mean, thanks to you guys tuning in, it's gonna be so much easier to upgrade my stuff now, so it's gonna be great. Okay, let's try... Ooh, there's a race based on a storyline. Let's try that. Let's give that a go. Let's give the story a go. Airboard Festival. Okay. That car's called Bunny. That's funny. The signal's coming from here. That's really weird. It looks like something's jamming the radar signal. I don't know why the sound's not working. Oh, wait. Wait, it's because I picked Dolby. Let me restart it. Sorry. I know. I know. Now it's working?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. I hope you're all
And there's a black screen.
We've got an exciting event just for you. Since you all seem so bored, I put together a little extra something to spice things up. I call it the X World Grand Prix, a tournament to see who's the best of the best with extreme gear. Not just a race, but a special race to see who's the fastest. And these races are no holds barred. All contestants pay a simple entry fee of 1 Chaos Emerald.
Of course.
So, let's see who among you dares to meet this challenge.
Of course it's a Chaos Emerald to pay. Of course it's a Chaos Emerald, because he wants his Chaos Emeralds.
Eggman again! Just what is he up to this time?
And there's more. Before I forget, I'll present the current contestants. These players, they're hot. The best racers I can find.
Hey, that's... the X World Grand Prix, huh? Let's do this!
Finished in the top 3. Oh boy. I hope they always tell me what the controls are. But yeah, sorry about the black screen, and sorry about the skipping of cutscenes, but... I definitely need to upgrade. That's for sure.
Now getting ready.
All right, bring it on!
Oh, Sonic, jump the gun.
Whoops. Did not know you could actually do that.
Wow! Failed to land correctly.
Yeah. Let me try this. Let me try how to race a fast person with no entry fee, only they could be able to play. We gotta try this again.
Now, the race is about to begin.
All right, bring it on!
Ah! Let me try this again. I want to at least, like, move, but then, like, not bump into it.
Now, the race is about to begin.
Okay. So, I'll move around, like, 2 seconds.
All right, bring it on!
There we go.
Time is off for a horrible start. Can you take off the long line here?
Oh, I should have jumped. Thank you for signaling me that, at least. There we go.
Perfect landing takes advantage of the speed boost. Sonic is rapidly increasing speed. Sonic building momentum. This could cost you the race.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna lose this.
Ow, you failed to land correctly.
Oh, come on! There was no tutorial. You know what? I'm gonna get out of story mode. It's clear it's not happening. I think it was free riders. Yeah, I think it was I think it was free riders, not Sonic riders. Yeah, I think it was free riders. I think this is only not working too well because like my computer's getting up there in age. Like I need bigger gigs. Like not that the gigs in this one are not good, but it's just that and also I think my second monitor would be really useful here. The problem is there's no tutorial. There is no tutorial. But yeah, I think it was free. I think it was free riders that had the complaint. Hello, Pink Kevin. Is it an extra? Not too bad. How are you? So we're playing Sonic Riders right now, though My game unfortunately did not come with like a tutorial, so I'm gonna have to learn the controls like pretty much on the fly. Aww. Hard day? Mm. Well, hopefully today's game will give you a little bit of break. Sonic Riders controller controls. Oh, so you ride the air. Hmm. Stream at a lower frame rate. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Pink Heaven. I'm glad at least you tuned in. I'm sorry about the hard period you're having right now. Hmm. But it looks like, yeah, maybe you're right. I definitely need to adjust my frame rate a bit more. I think also just, I might need to check like my ROMs and just what's been going on with my files. But yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Um, I think that's why, like, I think that's why I like Twitch in a way, because at least, like, mess ups like this, like technical stuff is a little easier to fix compared to like YouTube, where they're a bit more puritanical about that. I think the other thing that I think must have helped with like my Fatal Frame live streams and all this other stuff is because, well, whatchamacallit? Well, because I had my camera, like my external camera, so it was a lot easier to control the frame rate a bit better with the external camera compared to like the built-in camera. I think that's made the difference. Um, hmm. Okay, so let me see. Right now, it's at it's at 8,000 kilobits per second. Is that what kbps means? And then the FPS is 60. Yeah, I admit, like, I am so new to this. Drop it down to 30? Okay. I could try that. Oh, you said yours 2,500. Okay, yeah, yours doesn't look too bad when I've seen yours, so... Okay, I'll give that a go and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so bitrate's 2,500 now. Alright, so I dropped that down. Okay, so I just adjusted it. How's it looking? Yeah, in terms of my CPU, already the strain is a lot lower. I can see that much. Alright, let me see... Okay, let me just pause the music real quick. Part of it might be the ROM that I'm using. There might be the other thing. So we'll see if that makes a difference. Yeah, I think part of it might be the ROM. So I kept it to 60 frames per second, but yeah. But I dropped down the That's already faster. That's already faster. That's already working a lot faster, just dropping the speed, the bit rate. Thank you for recommending that. And I could do it on camera too, so yeah, that's already a lot better. You know what? I think I'm just gonna talk. Like before, I was trying to do it off camera, but you know what? Maybe talking on camera about my streaming problems is the way to go because clearly I solved it. Like I solved it in 5 seconds, what would have taken me hours to do on my own. So thank you for that. Because this was already running a lot faster. So it could have been a bitrate the entire time. But anyway, let's see. So in terms of controls for this, so left hand or D-pad for moving character or performing the trick, X for jump or grind, square or circle for air boost or attack rival, brake is L1 or R1, air slide is the one buttons with left or right. Exit turbulence is L1 or R1, etc. If needed, you can still try 30. No need to check out frames we aren't getting anyway. Okay. Let me see. Can I adjust that? Because I was able to adjust. Surprisingly, I was able to adjust the bit rates on without turning off the stream. Let me see if I can change the FPS. Okay, looks like I cannot change the FPS while I'm live. It does look a little choppy, so I'll be back. It'll be like 2 seconds. I'm gonna be off, but stay tuned, everybody.